Did you know that you're organizing wrong? Well, okay, not necessarily wrong, but the way that you're organizing might not be the best fit for how your brain operates. According to Cass from Clutterbug, organizing is not a one-size-fits-all. What works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. But why is that? It seems like there should be one ultimate organizing system that will solve all of our problems and finally get our homes in order, right? Well, not quite. Meet Cass, YouTuber, podcaster, TV host from the show Hot Mess House, mom boss, and organizing expert. She has helped millions of families who struggle with clutter, and she's here to help me too, because I need help. I need real help. There's no escape.
Where's the ketchup? Where's the keys? I'm out of socks.
Oh, where were we? Yes. Cass from Clutterbug is going to solve all of my clutter problems with bugs.
What?
Yes, Cass has discovered that there are 4 different styles of organization that she has named after bugs. And there may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there's also a bug in me. And you, but don't call into work sick. It's not the stomach bug, but this bug is known as a clutter bug, and it's the one that will show you what organizing style will fit best for your individual needs. But can discovering this so-called clutter bug truly help me in staying consistently organized? I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna need to speak to the creator of these clutter bugs myself. Maybe she can help me figure out what kind of bug I am, or what kind of bugs there even are. I just hope there's no centipedes. I really hate those things. So when I connected with Cass, we scheduled a time to meet, but she said very clearly, whatever you do, do not clean before our meeting, because I want to see how you naturally live. Don't clean. No problem. It was like she gave me my freedom back. I've been waiting for the day that someone would tell me not to clean up. I enjoyed every second of this newfound freedom that I had. Oh, time for the meeting. So I got on a call with Cass and I gave her the tour.
This is typically what my bathroom sink looks like. My husband, he's really bad about putting away his toothbrush. He's supposed to put it here.
And are those closet doors usually open?
I have a bad habit of keeping them open, but they do close. See, I have a bad habit of just throwing all my clothes on the gate.
Listen,
No,
can I just stop you for a second? I see another open closet door.
Yeah, it's like I don't care because people don't see it up here, you know, like I care about what people see. The living room isn't really an issue for me. This is my big problem area. My buffet always looks like this. And it's mostly filled with my husband's stuff. He's a card collector, and the table too. He does have a space in the basement where I prefer him to take his cards. So all the time I'm like, please take it to the basement.
All right. Can I see the front of your fridge? I already see it.
No, it's a mess.
Okay. Is this for you?
It's all for me. I'm so forgetful that I need to have it like right here so I don't forget any plans because I forget everything. This might help you to see how I organize. So I use a curtain to keep it covered, but then underneath it's just baskets.
After showing Cass my home, she was having a bit of a hard time pinning down my organizing style. At first, she was positive that I was a ladybug.
Okay, so you are a ladybug 100%.
But then I showed her a bit more, confusing her.
Look at the cabinet behind you that's open. Show me behind you. Do you have a tendency to leave kitchen cabinets open?
All the time. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, so I might be wrong in my ignition. You may also be a butterfly that just doesn't want to be visual. I need to see more.
So then I attempted to show Cass my freezer so that she could see how I organized my stash of ice cream, but then when she threatened to call ICAA on me, I decided to show her the inside of my buffet instead.
This area I have like found perfect boxes to fit in the right spots, and like, so this is where I put all the electrical. I actually put them in baggies and labeled them all. most of them,
yes.
to organize all my plugins.
Do you, when you come in, do you set your shoes neatly side by side or on a shelf, or do you kind of kick them into a pile?
I'd say most of the time I'm a little lazy and I put it right next to the shelf, but my desire is for it to be on the shelf.
I think everybody's desire is it for to be on the shelf. I'm having a really hard time diagnosing you because I really am. Because I feel like you're working really hard to change.
Yep, every morning. It's a real struggle.
So I feel like maybe like me, my natural state's a little chaotic, but I'm working really hard to be more mindful about my stuff and how I'm managing my stuff. And so what I'm seeing here is exactly the same thing. I think your natural state is maybe a little less detailed, more like laid back, but you really want more structure when it comes to your home and more detailedness. So I'm having a hard time pinning down your style. You're actually there's much less clutter than I would normally see in a visual home, yet almost every closet door is left open, which is what visual people tend to do subconsciously. They leave things open because they want to remember what's inside and they know they're going to open the door again later. It's totally a subconscious thing. They leave closet doors open, they leave cabinet doors open, and they don't tend to shut them until people are coming over and they become very aware. And then they'll go around and shut them all and they want everything to look really neat. But if no one was ever going to come over ever again, it wouldn't really bother them that the closet doors are open because they don't even really see it.
She nailed it. That is exactly me. But which bug am I? I swear if I end up being a centipede.
I'm getting organized ladybug vibe.
Oh, thank God.
But I feel like you have a little bit of
Centipede.
tendencies.
Oh, wait, I think I heard her wrong.
But I feel like you have a little bit of butterfly tendencies.
Okay, we're good.
I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest. I was hoping for more of a mess and a life-changing mess. I think you're nailing your organizing style, which is you want it kind of behind closed doors, but it has to be fast and easy. That's what I call a ladybug. You're already doing that.
So after discovering that I was a ladybug with butterfly tendencies, I decided to take the Clutterbug quiz to see if Cass was right. If you want to take the quiz too, then go to clutterbug.com to figure out what organizing style is best for you. When I found the quiz, I discovered that there are no centipedes on the list. Thank you, Lord. There are 4 kinds of clutterbugs, and you'll never guess what I ended up as. Yep, a ladybug. And according to her quiz, a ladybug loves visual and organizational simplicity. They prefer to have all their items hidden out of sight, but need fast and easy solutions. Okay, so now that we've got that figured out, what are my solutions? How do I fix this big mess on the buffet that is there at all times? And can this help my husband to better organize his card collections?
Your husband is definitely super visual, which is what's driving you crazy. He does not want to put his cards someplace that he doesn't see them until he's probably done with them. So he wants to leave them out as a visual reminder that that's something he has to deal with. He also isn't really thinking about his stuff. So when he's coming home and his hands are full, he's like, I know the keys are supposed to go there. It isn't laziness that he's not putting it there. He's not even thinking about it. He's just in the habit of dropping in that spot. So what we're going to do is create a drop zone for him that's visual enough that he's not going to get anxiety, but hidden enough so you don't have to look at clutter. It's not like this magical thing. It's going to be baskets. I know, but I promise you're going to feel better because it's going to stop him from spreading. It's going to give it a home, and visually it's not going to look as cluttered. And if somebody does come over, we can just pick the whole basket up and we can hide it away. So it's faster and easier to do that cleanup.
So she sent me 3 baskets with these cool clip-on reusable labels, which I just love. And she advised me to label 1 for his cards, 1 for his work stuff as a drop zone, and 1 as an in and out bin for things that need to be returned or new things to be put away later. But we aren't done just yet. Cass also wanted to help me with my bathroom sink too, since it seems to be a problem area for us. So let's head to the bathroom to figure out a solution for the clutter on my sink. especially my husband's toothbrush that never seems to make it into the toothbrush bin. But it's okay. You see, Cass is gonna fix this, right? She's gonna take this space that I hate and turn it into an organization that a ladybug can love.
You're gonna hate the hell out of this.
Wait, what?
You're gonna hate it less than a toothbrush on the counter.
Ah, comforting. Just like I would hate eating a snail less than I would hate getting eaten by a snail.
He's never gonna put it in that closet unless you're nagging him. I know you're thinking the closet's a great solution. You're not gonna put it in the closet. It isn't even that far away, but it has to be as easy to put it down as it is to put away, and turning and opening a door and putting it in a basket is too far. You want pretty, and you want pleasing to the eye. He wants super convenient.
So after discussing different ideas of how to fix this, she ended up sending me this beautiful wooden toothbrush holder that also has spaces for my lotions and facial washes, which frees up all of the space on my sink. So there we go. 2 problems, 2 hopeful solutions. But will it actually fix the problem? Can we be diligent about using these baskets? Will the toothbrush make it into the toothbrush holder? That's what we're going to figure out today. Now, Cass wants to remind me and everyone watching that this is only phase 1. If we can get into the habit of emptying these bins every night, then we can move into phase 2 and move the baskets to a place that's not so in your face. She states that if we are emptying out these bins on a regular basis, then we will eventually train our brain to bypass the baskets altogether and just take the items to where they belong immediately. So, let's see how it goes. In the wilds of the suburban jungle, we embarked on a daring expedition to observe the curious habits of the elusive husbandess Clutterus. Day 1, and the husbandess Clutterus returned from his daily hunt in the corporate wilderness. As the suspense built, there he was approaching the bins with the grace of a kangaroo on a pogo stick. But wait, what's this? A moment of hesitation, a flicker of uncertainty, and then, with the agility of a dingo leaping for its prey, he successfully deposited his work stuff into the designated drop zone bin.
Would you knock it off?
Day 1 was a success. Day 2 as well. It's day 2, and so far everything has made it into the bins. On day 3, you subscribed to my channel. Oh, you didn't? Well, don't forget to do that. On day 4, 5, and 6, I noticed that the toothbrush was still making it into the toothbrush holder. Everything was working out really good. It was nice to finally have a place to put his stuff and not have to deal with it myself. The only thing was getting him to empty his bin each night. Yeah, that wasn't happening. We agreed that he would do it on a weekly basis. And here are the bins after 1 full week. My buffet is still clear and everything looks beautiful. I like this a lot so far. I mean, this feels a lot better than this feels. Let's see how we're doing for week 2. Okay, not so good. Cards don't seem to be making it into the bin because the bin is getting full and needs to be emptied. So after I reminded him a couple times, by week 3, the bin was finally taken to his collection room. But here's the problem. Where's the bin? The bin is missing. It wasn't ever brought back. And you want to know what happened next? This, because the bin isn't there to collect the stuff. So by the end of week 3, he was finally able to organize and put away his cards so that we could have our bin back. Although it did not take long for it to be filled up again. But please, be easy on my husband, okay? He's a butterfly, and this is difficult for him. As Cass said,
I think he's a macro organizer and he's super visual. So the problem with this is his whole life he's felt messy. His whole life it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. He's really struggled with organization because he doesn't want to hide things away. He wants to see everything. But then the problem is everything becomes clutter and now it's kind of invisible and he can't see it and he's starting a new pile and starting new piles and spreading and spreading and spreading. This is what visual people do. And it's really like a fear because if he can't see it, he's afraid he'll forget about it. It sucks because he probably has been told he was really messy his whole life and probably has given up trying.
But on the plus side, 3 weeks later, the toothbrush, along with my facial products, are still making it into their homes. So this solution for the bathroom sink has been a total success. Now back to the buffet. Not a total success. But I wouldn't call it a total failure either. See, while my husband throws a lot of his stuff on the buffet, he's not the only problem here. I do the same thing, and this in and out bin has been so helpful to me. Cass is totally right too. I have been bypassing the bin and putting stuff away. I am already in phase 2, but my husband? Not sure he'll get there, but it at least gives a place for him to temporarily put his carts. Even if I have to nag him a few times to empty it, I'd rather my buffet look like this than like this. And while she said that these bins are phase 1 and she wants us to move into phase 2 at some point, well, I think we're just gonna hang out in phase 1 for a while, because to be honest, I don't mind it. I think it's pretty, and these bins are really easy to move if I'm having company over. So I'd say this fixed my problem by 50%. And that's better than 0%. So go to clutterbug.com to figure out your organizing style so that you can know the best way to organize your home as well. And hey, did you know that I found the secret to having a cleaner home? No? Well then click here to find out what that secret is. And let me tell you, this is not clickbait. I really did find the secret. I'll see you there.